see. Great. So again, good evening, everyone. Today from London, it's 7 o'clock p.m. In UK's time, and it's 2nd of October. Wow. Summer is gone, and now we are in the autumn. And as I discussed with Jen, soon will be Christmas. And I have a lot of news and a lot of great opportunities to share with you. And as every Monday, I'm running a global broadcast, which means today most of you or all of you or some of you are watching me from different world. So my greetings from London, and probably in your country today is morning, so good morning, or late afternoon or afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. So thank you so much for attending to my webinar. I know we are living in a busy world, so sometimes it's really hard to find a time. Which is crazy, but you are here with me, and I can guarantee you can hear from me unique opportunity which I want to share with you. Before I start, I want to show you a recent video from our Eco Technopark, where currently these two little cars, or Unibike and Unibus, is already up and running through the test. So just watch the video, please, and then we can start my presentation. Wow. I just want to tell you that this video is not digital. It's all real and all exists today in Belarus and area Marina Gorka. So that's why I'm here today to tell you what is all about the new transport system, who is behind, what is so special, and what is in for you. Do you agree that, or you never seen it, someone approaching you to support such amazing project? Yeah, so that's why I'm here today. Who doesn't know me? My name is Alena. Originally, I am from Latvia, and I have been living in UK, London, for 8 years, which is a good number. A lot of things happened. For all my life, I have been cutting hair for people. So I've been hairdresser. So my biggest dream was make the people happy. And I know I was a really great hairdresser, and every time when my client left the chair or left the salon, was always cuddling me and hugging me and was telling me, Elena, you don't know what you've done today. And I knew that I made the client happy for next 6 or 8 weeks. But today I know I will change your life, my friends, and all people who around me. I will change forever. And first time when I heard about the SkyWay string technology was more than 3 years ago, 2014. I knew the person who was, to be honest, he was himself really skeptical about technology because it comes from Belarus. But because he was so keen to know what it's all about, he flew to the first one of the first conferences in Russia, where he came back to UK, completely new person, and he was sharing with everyone this opportunity. And because he was really, really good friend of mine, of course, he approached me and he asked me, do you want to be part of it? Do you want to be millionaire? Of course, everyone wants to be millionaires. And of course, myself, I had difficulties financially on that time, but I still managed to commit in a project, and I can't regret it a bit. But unfortunately, I didn't involve as much as I should in a company, but more heavily, I started get to know why I put my money in, why do I need to share this opportunity. I just started last October. So today I am acting as a manager at Global Transnet UK. Also myself are shareholder of SkyWay Technology, and I graduated at Master Profi, which is a great training, which I will explain to you during the session. So also I'm part of the SkyWay Invest Group, and SkyWay Invest Group is educational investment portal and also financial arm or trademark of Rail SkyWay system. Do you agree with me? Today we are still using old system about finance. Not just me, but I know a lot of people around me do struggle financially. So whatever we've been told in a school or our parents, I know in Latvians, my mom always told me, or school or my teachers, that you have to work hard to get in your life, to get somewhere in your life. Of course, we need to work hard, but if we doesn't know importance about finance, about the money, how to make money work for us, so we're gonna work all our life till we retired. But I can guarantee you that if you start educate, you can retire a bit earlier, because if you find the right way and right knowledge, you can double or triple your income if you know how to do it. And I know a lot of people doesn't know what is assets or don't know what is liabilities. Really important word is diversification. Never put egg in one basket. Always look for more, how else you can create different income streams. Andre Havrato, he is CEO of SkyWay Invest Group. Himself, he is multi-millionaire. And do you agree with me? When you reach in your life certain point that you achieve everything what you wanted, you achieve your goals, your dreams, and then you're going to look for more because you want to have more satisfaction. And because he's millionaire, he have everything what he wanted in his life. He wanted to give back to the people his knowledge. So he created an Academy of Private Investor, where he teach people, educate the people, teach people about personal development, which is really, really important. Because myself, I really believe it. If our life is exactly the same what was year before or 2 years before, and if we're not going to start doing something different today, it's not going to change next year or year after. So he is kind of mentor, and he wants to help people as much as he can. Do you agree that today the transport, because obviously our topic is transport and finance, the transport is the main system, or how you call it. We need to use the transport today. What I mean by that, if we hasn't got no transport, we can't move around. So we're going to work to use the trains or cars. We want to go to see our family members. We want to see friends. So we need to use the transport. So a big part of our lives. And by the statistics, 1960s till today, population been grow almost double. So what I mean by that, whatever in transport technology or transport system being created years ago, even 200 or 300 years ago, we still use the same transport system, but unfortunately this transport can't carry as many people we have today. And and if we do struggle today using the cars and the trains in the bigger cities, what's going to happen in 2015? Because what they predicted, 2015 will be almost 9 billion people on our Earth. So that's why we have all these challenges today. There's so many cars, and on one household there is 3 cars. And that's why we experience sitting in a traffic. We're losing so much time. And the most populated city is in China. And actually, I put it out this picture. They know that they have nowhere else to build the roads, and they started building the roads above the ground, which is still existing. So they just keep building and keep building. So if we still going to use the same car, so what's going to happen in 2015? So all Earth will be full of roads. So we're not going to have any green land. That's crazy. And of course, we need to find different solutions, and a lot of countries looking for the ways or different system. And a lot of countries understand also the air pollution is big alarm. You can, of course, ignore it, but you still are affected, because everything what you drink, everything what you eat or breathe is being already affected. Today, a lot of doctors also saying that the people complaining with different breathing problems, there's more and more coming asthmas. Not just because there's different generation, but because there's a different hazards all around us. And the cars, it's creating air pollutions. So we just can think about what can be next. This transport, the old rail system, still exists today. Of course, the rails has been more upgraded. There's more luxury. You can sitting on better chairs, or there is Wi-Fi, but still existing transport. So you can't just put new rail system on still existing the rails. And do you agree with me? If we look 10 years ago, we would never think about we have these new smartphones. Today, because we have different developments in these technologies, we can call to our friends or family members other side in the world. So technologies do change, and just recently I was reading about artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence already trading because they are so smarter like us. And also, I believe it, there will be our friends, robots, because we live in 21st century. And of course, there will be the flying cars, but not yet. So where else can be today? And the recent news, again, one of the Facebook page, I found it, says in the newspaper that there will be created the rocket, which will allow to us to go from London to New York in just in 29 minutes. So it's our future. It will happen. It's going to happen today with us, or for when our kids are going to be grow up, or our kids' kids. But I want to introduce you with Dr. Mr. Unitsky. I'm not going to talk about the flying cars or rockets, not yet, maybe in the near future. But he created a system which will be elevated, will go above the ground, and will be fast and ecologically friendly. He is scientist and engineer. He have already different awards and certificates. One of his biggest achievements is 2 grants of United Nations for development. He received 3 international awards of a Ministry of Transport, which is a Golden Chariot. This is the hardest award what you can get, and as I was listening, and also you can yourself go to his personal blog, he created the system which will be innovative and ecologically friendly transport system. Also, he have different diplomas for international exhibitions, golden medals. He have more than 100 patents. So he's really clever man. I met him myself personally. He is really nice, tiny person, but with a big heart, because he wants to change our world with this transport technology. And he's been spending 40 years to develop his technology. And first scratch what he done about the universe was back to 1978. On that time, he's already realized what's going to happen in 4 generations. So 1982, he created already eco houses, which going to be created with solar panels. And 2001, he was also building the first pilot test. He wanted to prove that this technology can be elevated, can go above the ground. Of course, he's been facing the different challenges. From my and my colleagues' previous webinars, this test section has been destroyed by someone. But he never stopped, because he knew this technology will revolutionize the world. And 2014 started again creating eco technopark, and by Belarusian President Lukashenko. He gave him free land where he can put 4 technologies for tests and certification. And In the next slide, I will show you how far we went and who is already on knowledge this technology already exists. So let me show you the video how the technology will look. So this video will be mixed with the digital pictures and also what exists already today in Belarus. This is the best video. I love the soundtrack and I love the mix with the already existing video and also mixed with digital pictures. So as you understand, the system is elevated and there is no analog in the world today. So transport is ecologically friendly because we're going to minimize the damage of our environment. So because the transport will be used the electrical power, the transport can reach the speed up to 500 kilometers per hour. But just a little bit summarized, we have 4 different transport technologies. So we can implement urban skyway in the city, which can be designed up to 200 kilometers, which is unibus, and can go up to 150 kilometers per hour. So we can carry 25,000 passengers per hour. So if you live today in a bigger city, let's say in London, each train in a rush hour goes every 1 or 2 minutes. In this case, the transport goes every 2 seconds, so it can carry more and more and more people. Of course, when it's going to be elevated, so it's not going to cross the roads. So of course, there's not going to be any traffic. And do you agree with me that today, because the human mistakes, there is a lot of accidents, and unfortunately people lose their lives or being affected for all their lives because they've been injured and they can't walk anymore. The unibike is created more for fitnesses and entertainment purposes, let's say in the parks. So we have a great park in the London, let's say St. James Park. So instead of walking around, you can also be above the ground, see the all nice view, and the speed can go up to 120 kilometers per hour. But of course, if you are going with your families or with your let's say date, you don't want to ride as fast, which is also fine. So you can have slowly see the view, listen to music, because inside in a unibike there is a little screen, and also not to become the lazy, you can use the cycling motions, because there is also inside kind of like bike, so you can use your own energy to move the unibus to go faster. Unibus and unibike today is up and running in Belarus, as you see from previous pictures, and currently the unibus is already got the speed 82 kilometers per hour, and unibike more than 100 kilometers per hour. So couple week or two, the technology will be certified, which is great news for everyone. The cargo also is created for a more bigger cooperative companies, and can go speed up to 500 kilometers per hour. And the most profitable is high-speed transport, which is not yet start build for a certification, because it's most expensive to build it. So later on in the years, when we're going to implement, we can connect the cities up to 10,000 kilometers, or even, because we are elevated, we can connect the continents and the continents. So imagine now you can travel so much faster, like today when you're using the car, which is going to be great innovation for near future. A lot of people kind of want to say we are competitors. I can say yes and no. Today already exists magnet levitation and monorail, but magnet levitation and monorail, of course, the speed for magnet levitation is up to 600 kilometers per hour, and this transport still need a flat ground. But unfortunately, the building cost is really high, and only country today who can afford this technology is China. So there is only in China this transport exists. Monorail and any existing transport cost today from 30, 35 or 40 million per kilometer. But again, the speed is not as great what we would like to see. There is also, if you doesn't know, I want to mention it can be another competitors for us. It calls Skytrain in Israel, but they have only the concept. They have everything written on a paper, how technology going to look, what speed going to be, what cost. But we are way ahead of them. We have already today, as you see from previous videos, we have already up and running technology today. And for next couple of years, there's also will be implemented technology by Elon Musk, which probably most of you see it, is Hyperloop. So Hyperloop will go super fast with 1,300 kilometers per hour, but again, the cost are gonna be a lot. So in a kilometer, they will the to implement this transport will cost 100 million per kilometer. All these technologies is eco-friendly, so ticks all of the boxes. But the SkyWay stands out in definitely all of these boxes, because we can build it any terrain. We can build in a sea, in the mountains, in the jungles, in the deserts. And the cost is really minimized. Will cost about 5 million per kilometer. Why? Because we don't have to build or dig the ground, and we don't have to use as much material as any existing transport needed. So the transport is really light, really fast, and cost effective. Of course, we are, when I joined the company, we needed to prove this technology will be fast, will be ecologically friendly. We have to not make them believe it, but just need to more focusing on the technology side. So that's why today I'm not really focusing on and try to prove you this technology will be, fast and ecologically friendly. But today we have already a lot of countries who see this technology as innovative. And one of the first countries is India. First time when India see this technology was last year in Berlin, where was the biggest exhibition in Trans. So since then, for all year, there was different talks, different presentations, negotiations, and India wants to see this technology in their own country. India is the second country after the China with a population growth. So China is more ahead, like India, in infrastructure-wise, because India don't have as much, let's say, money, so they can't afford technology what China can. So that's why they're still using the old infrastructure, old rails, old cars. So they do struggle different challenges. They have a lot of traffics, also because there's different environmental challenges. When there is the raining season, sometimes even people can't go to the work or go to see different family members, and also affects when people go to visit India. So this transport technology will definitely improve infrastructure in India. And the recent news, a couple of weeks ago, Mr. Unitsky and President of Belarus, Lukashenko, and different ministers went to India for business forum, where there also was different ministers and officials from India, and they signed two memorandum understanding, MOU. That's the first city transport technology will be implemented in India next year, which is amazing news. So today, as you understand, I'm not talking about what's going to happen, but it's already will be implemented in India. And of course, Dalai Lama gave a blessing to Mr. Unitsky and all technology that he also want to see in his own country area, Dharmashala, this technology. Rodhook, first time when was introduced with the technology was back to 2015. He was really skeptical. He couldn't believe it that this technology can be implemented for real. But because he was so interested, and as a business person or as an official from the country, Australia, he wanted to go and see personally Mr. Unitsky. So they have been spending hours and hours as as Mr. Rodhook. Also, he's engineer, so they have the same language from technology side. So Mr. Unitsky was explaining everything from technology side, how this technology can be innovative. So since 2015, there have been a lot of different negotiations with Rodhook. So now they also support this project, and they do everything, all the best, so this technology also can be implemented in Australia. Since then, also we've been in a different news in Australia. And yeah, this also will be there, so we can also help Australia with this technology change different infrastructure. Philippines is one of the countries, if you haven't been in Philippines, but they have a lot of different independent islands, and none of the existing transport can connect these islands, only the ferries. So it's big challenging for Philippine countries, also for people who do travel to Philippines. It takes time to go from one island to other island. As well, for Philippine countries is interested to implement this technology in their different islands. This year, springtime, our develop manager Mila went to Ethiopia, talked with different officials, different banking sector, ministers, and as well, Ethiopia, this technology can help for cargo. So all Africa region have safari areas where they can't transfer their goods between in their countries. Let's say the coffee beans, they can't transfer inside in their in continent because they can't create a transport system so they can transfer these goods. So also this technology can be implemented in Ethiopia. So what I want to say to you, so today I'm not talking about and giving you a dream or imaginations, but we have already behind different scientists, different transport ministers, even the countries from other side in the world, from Brazil, coming to Eco Techno Park and so interested to hear more about technology. More and more news, mainly for Russian speakers, because technology come from Belarus. It's been in our news that technology. So everyone are really wonder what is all about. So what is there for you? Have you heard about what is multi-level crowd investing? Probably most of you haven't heard about because this will be the new concept in near future, because we in SkyWay Invest Group, we've been using this the platform multi-level crowd investing. A little bit, I'm going to show you the video so you have a bit more understanding what is crowdfunding, what is crowd investing, so you have a bit more bigger idea and picture.
Here's how crowdfunding works in a nutshell. Solve the jobs. We believe change our American tasks.
So yeah, so what happened originally in the company? You remember when I was going in the slides, really beginning. So Mr. Unitsky was struggling to finding the funds for technology, or he had big investors who can help him to raise the funds for Eco Technopark. But because he has been spent all his life for his dream come true, and as you agree with me, so when there comes big investors, of course, they want a bigger portion of the company. So he wasn't happy with that. That's why Mr. Andre Havrato, who is CEO of the SkyWay Invest Group, and his background and his knowledge, he gave him an idea, why don't you go on a crowd? So that's why today we are using the multi-level crowd investing, where we're giving opportunity ordinary or super ordinary people to be part of such a big project. So when I was going through the slides about Hyperloop, or I was mentioning the word Skytrain, or even you see the rockets, which can take you from London to New York, this technology will be implemented eventually. But what's happening with them, you know, it will happen, but Elon Musk or from the Skytrain inventor don't come to you and ask you, do you want to be part of it? But Mr. Unitsky, he comes to the ordinary people and let them to be part of the big project who will be implemented, as you understood already, next year in India, will be implemented globally. So what does it mean? You will be the co-owner of this technology globally. It doesn't matter where we're going to build it. It's going to build it in India, it's going to build it in Canada, it's going to build it in the Philippines. So we have more and more countries already behind this technology. And a lot of people today come to me and saying to me, but I'm not really but I'm not, I've never been in technology, so I don't know. Of course, I never been as well. I never been involved in any technology project. I don't know. But what I know that me and everyone else, we need to start thinking about our future. And also, we know the technologies will be changed. There will come artificial intelligence, and whatever we're doing today, the jobs. Let's say, I remember years ago, was really popular job for women to be secretary. But I hardly see all these secretaries. So the jobs what we're doing today not going to be near future for us to do the job. So that's why we are giving ordinary people opportunity to be part of it and to be the co-owner of this technology. And since we've been starting multi-level crowd investing from 2014, company created 15 development stages. And a couple of weeks ago, we are entrance in stage 10. So what does it mean? So as every business plan needs to do certain jobs, or in our case, we need to raise certain funds, and certain money needs to be raised. So each year or each stage, we raise enough money so we can build it more and more and more. And as you see from previous videos, we have already up and running technology. We have already Unibus, unibike and the cargo. So whatever we just done by the people's help, because the people believe it, people see the vision, and they want to be the part of it. And when we're going to entrance on stage 15, likely end of this year, when we're going to complete the Eco Techno Park, 2 to 3 years time, we can go to the IPO, which is public. Then your equity will have the value. Of course, a company today being evaluated for 400 billion, so that means we have 400 shares, but 51% holds Mr. Unitsky, so he is the main co-owner of this technology. So what we can offer today, so our company created different packages, and as you know, as a crowd can involve in this project, so anyone can come with a different money amount, what you can see in this portfolio. And we are using EIPs. EIP stands behind Education Information Package, because today you don't invest, but you are or we showing you the access for different amount pipes in a company. So let's give you a little example. For example, for 1,000 units today, you can get $900,000 pipes. So what does it mean? When the company goes on IPO, we already been start building roads, and we've been signing up different contracts to build this technology. The company will be evaluated, and the underestimated price per one share will be $1. So today, me, you, everyone who is in the company taking the big risk with the biggest discount. And myself, when I committed in a project, I was taking the biggest risk. Of course, on that time, there was no videos, real videos. There was no, different transport ministers or different scientists or engineers already accepting this technology. So I was definitely taking the big risk. But today you have everything on a plate. Only your decision is, do you want to change your life, your family life, your kids' life, and your friends and all people life, to give them this unique opportunity. And I think this is obviously when we do invest or put somewhere our money, we work hard for our money, but $1,000 for 900,000 pipes, and when the company will be going on will be evaluated, it's going to be huge return to you, like huge reward. From a crowd investing platform, anyone can be investor, even start from $5 down to $100,000. So imagine a person wants to have 8 million pipes in the company. Of course, the EIPs cost for $50,000, but that's okay. The company also created and understand that not everyone have this capital, and they created the installments, so you can pay every month for 10 months a certain amount package what you choose to. When we was entrancing on stage 10, there was a lot of talks that might Unitsky not going to keep installments because after the 10 months he don't need anymore this amount of money. But because the project is for people, project is for ordinary people, and the most money what comes in a company is mainly from installment packages. So there is still opportunity for you. We have also the promotion extended, who is already part of the registered already SkyWay Invest Group. There is promotion till 10th of October. You can also choose installments for 3 months with different discounts. So if you are registered and you have already your back office, you can have a look, or the person who invites you here, you can go back to him and ask him also for this option. Installments are kind of not strict, so we not attach it in any direct debit. Obviously, it's your own decision. So every month you need to make sure the money is into your back office, so the company, automatically, or you yourself can do manually pay this amount of money. If you miss the payment, usually I believe there is a week from my personal experience. If you forgot or there's certain reasons, you still have a week to pay this amount of money. But if you don't pay it, of course, company thinks that you don't want to pay anymore. So the package will be cancelled, and whatever you pay on that moment and on that stage, the pre-IPO equity will be recalculated. So make sure that the money is always into your back office. So you don't want to, again, say someone's fault, or because end of the day, we are responsible for our installments. This more, it's for partners already who are already existing partners in the SkyWay Invest Group. Obviously, people who support the projects and they understand that the company is serious. The company do go every couple months to the next stage, and they want to purchase more pipes in a company. So there is also option for partners, EIPs. So you have different discounts, how you can different pipes in your portfolio, but only you can pay this with your bonus account. Again, there is option when you go in your SkyWay Invest Group, and you can look for partners EIPs. First time when I enjoyed the company, we had more freedom, I believe. We can talk with everyone. Well, we still can talk with everyone. And of course, technology is innovative. We can talk with everyone with this technology. But I wouldn't really suggest you to go, let's say, tomorrow to your local or the area where you live, to transport minister, and say, oh, we have this amazing string technology. Would you mind have a look? Of course, if you don't know about the technology, if you can't explain properly, you can put down the company because you're not able to explain. So the company become more and more stricter. Well, I'm going to come in next slides about this, but you can be, there's different ranks in a company. So to do that, you need to be at least consultant and manager level. And when you do purchase this qualification, also the company gives you the training, which called Master Profi. So Master Profi teach you about the company, about the business, how you need to talk and how you need to present the company. So this is really, really, really important in the company. But you have option. with this qualification, you can unlock different opportunities for yourself. This is the best slide for me, because most of you're just thinking today, or not most of you, who knows already about the technology, we just helping Mr. Unitsky achieve his dream. So, of course, we are helping with financially. We are talking with a lot of other people, but we need to look more further in the future, because originally, when we started talk about the SkyWay technology, there was 2014, just scientist work, like Mr. Unitsky 40 years old development. And then we managed to create a startup market. So we were where we was involving ordinary people, the crowd, for venture project. So people was coming in the company, also helping to raise the funds. Later on, when the technology will be certified and we start implement this technology in different regions, of course, we need to have different factories. So what I mean by that, Belarus is such a small country, so we can't produce different technologies or unibus or unibike. We can't ship this technology, let's say, to India. So they will open own manufacture market. So there will also going to be different facilities. And of course, I haven't tell about briefly beginning of the slides. Mr. Unitsky have also bigger plans. He just don't want to create a new transportation system. He wants to create linear cities. So linear cities will be created in areas where at the moment there's no cities. So the linear cities will be connected, or also inside in this city there will be stations. Also there will be shops or schools. So we can create different cities. So also we will be part of the different real estate companies. And when the company goes on stock market, your share will have the value. So they also will have will come big investors who also will see this part of their portfolio. So there is a lot of more to come later on in the years. And next year and 2013, we will involve different insurance market, different banking sector. I don't want to really advertise a lot because I don't want to mess your head up. But the company also will still not deciding, but also want to create also on cryptocurrency. If you don't know, or probably most of you know, that today there is coming different cryptocurrencies, and it also will be for SkyWay technology. So there is more and more and more come in this opportunity. Why I am telling you about all this? So we have all the dreams, the goals, what we want to achieve in our life. Myself, as I mentioned earlier, I've been I'm still ordinary person, but I've been working all my life since I was 16. And when I look back all the time what I was doing, I was just working in a hairdressing salon. I have my friends. I have my paycheck, so I could go once a year back to Latvia, see all my family members. So I was kind of in routine. And I call this routine, what do you call it, if I correct to say, I was exchanging my time for the money. So I was going to work, doing my hours, and the company was paying for me money. So there was every month I was receiving almost the same amount of money. But with this amount of money, I could never imagine that my imagination wasn't as big, because I knew, let's say for 20 or 35,000 a year, I would never ever afford to buy a house in London. If you are in London, the London houses are really, really expensive. And if you want to be realistic, it's not impossible today, because the bank's not going to give you the mortgage if you earn less, like 35,000 a year. And that's mean I have to work all my life. I need to forget about my dreams. I can't spend time with my daughter anymore. So, and then I can, retire happily when I'm 65. But I do want to have enjoy my life. I want to travel. I want to spend time with my daughter. I want to eat healthy. And I know this is my dream, and I know you have your own dream. So you need to know your dream. What do you want in your life? If you write down on your paper and count how much you earn today a year, can you afford the house? Can you afford the car? If you can, it's great. Congratulations, because not everyone can. But if you can, all people today who are already earning enough, if you're open-minded and you understand that nothing is guaranteed today, you always will look for more and more and more. So this can be for you one of the opportunities, not just from investment side, but also you can earn money today to be part of the SkyWay Invest Group. So in a company, we offer 6 multiple income streams. So if you have heard about network marketing, that's really great, because that's what network marketers do today. They are involving a crowd. They talking to people. They offer different opportunities. Myself, I have been involving different, not fully, but I wasn't fully involving because myself, I was always looking really skeptical to network marketing businesses. But today, since I am SkyWay Invest Group, I understand it's really, really important to be in a business which is legit, like legal business. And also, if I can, not just because I need the money, but also because I can help another person, then this business is for me. And I understand this, the SkyWay business is definitely for me. And I know if I'm going to talk to the people, I will give them a unique opportunity. So, and if I'm going to talk to the people, I will earn the money. And exactly for you, the same. And do you agree that, or if you have been involving in different network marketing businesses, would you be able to speak big investors? Would you be able to speak different transport ministers, different officials from different countries? Can you? Like, I know there's wellnesses, there's different cryptocurrencies, but can you easily go to them and say, oh, look, this is this opportunity. This is going to be new transport system. Can you? I don't think so, because I have been meeting with different people who are already in different network marketing businesses. They have different limitation. Here, you can speak to anyone. Of course, you need to reach different level in a company, but you can. And you can earn really good money as a bonus, up to 8%. Tomorrow, once you build your structure in a company, you created a lot of people under you. You act as a leader, and the company also see what job you do. You can become the company representative. So what I mean by that, let's say, and now we have a recent great team in Australia. Hello, Sharon and Sally. They created the great leadership in Australia. So I know they can also open the offices. The company will open for them office, and they're not just gonna earn bonuses, commission from their own structure, but they can earn the commission from all this region. Of course, there will be different tasks, more job to do, but as well, that can be possible. As I mentioned, also you can speak with the different bigger investors. Of course, bigger investors not going to come through the network because they need to sign different NDA, different contracts. Of course, they want to go to see Mr. Unitsky because lately, and I had different questions about technology, and unfortunately, I can't answer you as much about how the technology is going to run or what kind of material they're going to use. Well, I know, but there will be certain questions. But people who are willing to invest more than 100,000, a couple millions, they will go to Belarus and meet Mr. Unitsky personally, and they're going to sign different agreements and different there will be different talks and different lawyers will be involved as well. And of course, you also can be the person who can initiate the projects, but I don't want to really touch this too much because Unitsky have already a lot of projects on place. And today he is looking more the projects who are more more profitable, but you have also opportunity to involve in project initiation, but that can take a lot of time, a lot of effort, but also there's opportunity for you. In the future, by the business plan, the company goes on IPO on so share have the value next year, which is end of the next year. But of course, if you are realistic, first we need to build the value of the company. So because I don't want to, lie to you or sell the dream, I'm rather say 2 to 3 years time, because this unique opportunity, you need to think this is for long term. So you need to think about this will be 2 to 3 years time. It's not going to happen next year. Slowly, when we're going to build the value of the company, then the underestimated price per one share will be $1. And if you see more long term, like 5, 10 or 20 years, the share price can go even $10, $100 or $500. And it's obviously your decision. What do you want to do in your shares? You want to sell it or you want to keep it? It's on your decisions. But in later on, when the company start receiving the profit, the Unitsky signed a contract and he promised that quarterly 20% will go back to investors. So people who today not going to enjoy the company or they don't see it's for them, they still will pay for the fares in the SkyWay Technology, but you will get paid for it. How amazing is that? Imagine the biggest companies today, like Virgin or Siemens. Of course, they are just a couple shareholders, but every time when you use their services, they're getting paid. So exactly the same is going to be in our company. to little bit understand the marketing plan, if you are, as I mentioned earlier, if you have been involving in different network marketing, I know they have different restrictions or different obligations. So to order to start earn the money, they need to pay different amount of money, or they need to attract certain people, and there always are limits. I mean, in down below. But in our company, as you see, you can start earn money from your first personal, what you attracted, till infinity. So what I mean by that, you can have 1,000 people on your first line and 1,000 or 10,000 people infinity. And the more people start enjoying the company, which likely will happen, because the great news is that the people start realizing what serious business today is SkyWay Invest Group. So you can easily go from different ranks, from agent, consultant, manager, leader, manager. And if you reach the level top manager, VIP, or president, you actually gonna earn more than you earn in your third and your fourth line. Where else did you see this marketing plan? So the company is giving you a lot back, like good rewards to you. So this is the great marketing plan. And again, into your back office, you can download PDF file where you can see how can you become the agent, how you can become the consultant, manager, and etc. It's a great concept. So what we can offer today, so today you can start earn money from day one. Only one restriction here is your minimum investment need to be $8. But what I want to say to you today, of course, when you're going to offer this great opportunity, and would you expect from the person also involved with $8? Of course, you're not going to and anything. And what else I want to say, we have unique opportunity. And as yourself, as a leader or as a person who wants to talk with the people, you need to be also believe it, and you need to be in your portfolio great, your pipes in a company. As I mentioned in a slide, there is no limits. There is no limits how you can earn the money. So there is the difference in our company. Either you go to work and exchange for your time for the money, or you can go with this project to offer different people, different ministers, different transport ministers, or different big investors. Of course, you need to again reach certain level in a company. Product proposition, we have unique, tangible project. We do have in our group different groups in WhatsApp, in a Skype, YouTube channel, Facebook, and LinkedIn. So we have literally every single day there is some great news coming in. So it definitely we're not selling just a dream. Every single day something something new. And today anyone can be part of the project. My daughter, she is 3 and 9 months. Of course, she's not going to able not to have access to her equity in a company when she reached 18. But imagine what kind of unique gift I gave to her when she's going to reach 18. So she can use this money for herself, for her studies. She can buy her own house. She can have more freedom. So myself and probably most of you years ago, when you was living in your city or your country. Probably you've been struggling financially. So I want to give my daughter and also my sister kids unique opportunities. The same for you. You can give someone amazing gift forever. So what you need today, what you need to do today, the person who invites you to this webinar, we work with our referral links. So the person will send you the referral link where you need to register. You need to sign up the cooperation agreement and complete the verification process. So of course, company will be sent to you in your back office the certificate that you are X amount, you have X amount of pipes in the company. Of course, we need to know you as a person exists, so you need to upload your ID and also your proof of address. If you see yourself this business as a for your future, of course, when you start talking to people, you need to know about the product, you need to know about the company, you need to know about company inside out. You need to do your own due diligence. You need to do your own research. You need to ask people different opinions, but please ask people opinions who are, who are not working 9 to 5. Because sorry, I'm not like I'm disrespect, but more likely people who are living day by day to working for someone and making someone else's dream come true, then they don't believe it that we can create something bigger. So go to the people who can see this potential, and you can all together do your own due diligence, what it's all about in a company. Of course, you need to talk with the people, as I mentioned. You need to, as Arman's always said, you need to do the 5 meetings and presentations per day. That's how you learn it. And I can guarantee you every single day when you start talking with the people, they will ask you the same questions. So you will learn it eventually. We have different trainings and conferences. In London, we have every second week in our office. And we try to make bigger events once a month. And the more and more, obviously, the company expanding, like Australia, just recent, we have a big event in Oman. So we are more than 178 countries already, the SkyWay. So, of course, you need to go again back to your person who introduced you and see which is the closest training or conference around you. Self-development every single day. So if you want to change the way how you live today, you need to develop yourself. Read the books, watch different videos, motivation videos, which also can help you to understand why do you need to be part of something big. Take responsibility. Make sure you tell right information. Don't lie. Don't say that we're going to go definitely 100% on IPO, because that will be you will lie to the person. So you need to be honest. If you don't know something, go back to your leader. And again, you can go through with this person. He explained to you fully about what we do. And of course, follow the system. The system, what we have been using today, it works. So yeah, you can start today and everything's in your hands. I want to show you a great video. Of course, this technology is not yet implemented, so this will be more as a digital video. But please imagine today this transport exists already today, and imagine yourself as a co-owner. Imagine yourself, you help Mr. Unitsky and you can also be part of us. Did you like it? So everything what you heard today, it does exist, and we attending different exhibitions. We are approaching different ministers, different countries, and scientists already acknowledge this technology as innovative. It will happen. It will happen with you or without you. Of course, if you still think it's the big risk for you, that's fine. You can wait. You can follow up with all great news, what's happening with us. But unique opportunity is today. Mr. Unitsky gives you opportunity to be the co-owner of this technology, which will be implemented globally. And as I said, you don't have to be expert in transportation. You don't have to be expert in I don't know, in different businesses. Only thing what I can say to you, you need to be the open-minded person. And recently I put one post about opportunities. There is really famous person, Richard Branson, and he was saying that if opportunity coming to you, before you say no, say yes, and look into that what is there for you. And also, one of my good friend of mine actually told me that opportunities does come every day. If you miss one, there will be another opportunity. Yes, I agreed. I believe that if you are not living in a box and if you're open-minded, actually there is every single day opportunities for you. But I can guarantee that this technology, SkyWay Invest Group, Mr. Unitsky, Mr. Andrei Havrauto, me, or the person who introduced you with this opportunity, I don't think so we're going to come again. So we have left another couple months because technology already been acknowledged by big investors, different people who wants to fund this technology. So you can miss it. So please look more, search more, go in Mr. Unitsky website, go back to your person, look more videos, different sources. We have on Global Transnet UK website, different groups. Go back to the person and ask what is that exactly all about. Myself, as I mentioned earlier, I'm just ordinary person, and my dream was always be part of the big public. I always want to be a person who trusts, who wants to see me. And I'm here today, and because I was thinking big, and I want to have bigger dreams. I want to have achieve bigger things in my life, and I know I'm never ever going to look back. I know this is the right place for me today, and since I've been part of the project fully last year, I already met myself, Mr. Unitsky. I see the technology 2 times. One was last year in InnoTrans, which was Berlin, and 1st July when I went to Belarus, where was more than 5,000 people visiting as well, Eco Technopark. I met Andrei Havrato, and by the way, it's confirmed that Mr. Havrato will come to visit London. So all people who are in London's area, wait for the big news. Mr. Andrei Havrato will gonna visit us in London. So this is just beginning for me, and I wish you see yourself a bit bigger picture, because this can be and can change your life forever. You're not just going to change your life, you're going to change life with people who is around you. Yeah, and I will see you again next week, Monday, as every week. And who is in London, we have event, a live presentation. Me, Annette, again, we're going to run through the presentation. Thank you very much, and it was my pleasure to be with you today. And I think I've been speaking too long today. So do you have any questions today, or anything what you want to ask? You're more than welcome. Maybe I didn't cover certain parts as much, but you have your word to say now. Is everything was clear? Are you sleeping? Jan, are you there? Any current news about India? Yes, Ashish. And now, or I haven't mentioned, but end of this year, total, we want to open 30 offices globally. And of course, India is and already in a process. And now, as you know, there have been talks about Indian people to be part of the project. So yes, also Indian people have this opportunity to be part of this week. Jen, yes, if you have any major question, please ask me. Maybe I wasn't clear with certain slides. If you still want to think about, yes, go back to your upline. Or if you have, you were great. Oh, thank you. All my best. Because there is a lot to cover. So today I was trying all my best, but there's a lot to cover more. So you do need to do more research, go back to your people. And I'm glad you are confused. That means you are interested. Perfect. Yes, and Jen, of course, you can add me on my Skype. Or you can go back to your upline. I can give you a bit more information as well. Okay. Please pause the webinar. I will do that, Ashish. I will definitely do that. Which part of Ashish are you from? India originally? Which part of India? Because I didn't mention, but there will be, New Delhi. Because next week there is exhibition in New Delhi. Are you aware of that? We also going to be there. Myself. Yes, 11 October. So I will see you then. I will be definitely there. So our UK team going to India represent the company. Cool. Amazing. Today I learned many lots of knowledge from. Thank you much, Amit. I try all my best. As you know, it's a lot to cover, but I do all my best to give the best information. Of course, I was trying to cover everything with my own heart. And so, yeah. Thank you very much. And yes, I will see you or hear you next week. If you have any questions, write down my Skype name. And yeah, enjoy your rest of your evening or morning or day.